We had the perfect squad where we tried to go the entire season without conceding, where we tried to go the entire season by scoring 500 league goals, and we tried to get relegated with them as well. Needless to say, you guys put in the comments you wanted me to do more things with them, but I couldn't really think of any. So, I flip reversed it. They're the worst squad now, and the goal today is concede over 1,000 league goals in a season. Can it be done? Possibly. Let's jump in. Here we go then. It's Wolves. We're back. We're back with Wolves, ladies and gentlemen, and it's the worst team available. I, of course, had to become unsackable. And here we go. Ones for everything. Now, I think this might change as we move up. As we go through the season, this will probably change to have just one current ability. But I've frozen all their attributes, so maybe it will stay at ones. We're not sure. I'm not sure, you're not sure, nobody's sure, we'll see. Anyway, so, can we concede over 1,000 goals? Well, that would make about 26, 27-0 per season, or 26, 27 goals conceded per game, which is a goal roughly every 3 and a bit minutes. So, it's a tall order, but I'm backing this team. Because if you think about it, with the perfect team, we were conceding double figures in some games with some of those formations, so surely we can do it. So in season 1, I've decided we're going to do this formation. We're going to go as defensive as possible just to see where we are as a base. To see if we can concede, how many we will concede with this, knowing that we will be able to improve and concede more as the seasons go on. What we're going to do is we're going to go 5 seasons by doing these formations. I'm going to have to reload the start every single time and start back from this point because otherwise we'll get relegated and not be in the same division. I will also download the World Cup winning tactic from Indonesia, see how that fares, and then the worst formation of the lot, the one that conceded the most goals, we're going to simulate through and go down the leagues and just see how badly we do. It's a silly one today, ladies and gentlemen. If you're here for insight, if you're here for knowledge, and if you're here for learning, I'm afraid it's the end of term and I've brought out the telly. Did your teachers ever do that at school? As you sort of winding down for Christmas or whatever, they used to bring out the telly. Austin Powers, Goldmember, was a film that they had in our school. One of the VHSs. That's how old I am. Yes, our school had a VHS machine. A geezer called Dave used to walk around with the telly. Used to see him with the telly and you'd be like... And he'd knock on your door and you'd like... Oh, we're not doing science today. Or whatever it was. Anyway, that's an aside. I don't even know how I got there. Welcome back to the channel. Season 1 then. How will we fare? Can we concede over 1,000 goals in Season 1? Okay. Right, so we've conceded 1,200 goals in Season 1. So, can we do it? Yes, we can. We've done it. So, 1,500 is the goal now. Surely. We've got to go another 300. With that formation, conceding 1,200, surely we can get 1,500. We've got to keep it interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Do I go back and re-record the intro? What am I going to put in the thumbnail and title? Decisions, decisions, decisions. 1,200. Anyway. Okay. In terms of the schedule then, let's have a look at the best results of the season. Well, in terms of league games, our best results were against Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. Sorry, Newcastle and Luton, where we lost 23-0. We lost 24-0 twice to Nottingham Forest. We were eliminated by Rotherham in the FA Cup third round, 27-0. Man City with a paltry 25 there. Kevin De Bruyne with 6. Erling Haaland only got 2. But the biggest loss of the season was against Liverpool, a 49-0. Where if we click on it, we see Darwin Núñez scored 18 goals in this specific game. 18! Did he win the Golden Boot? Surely he must have done with that. He did. He got 50 goals in this league season. Erling Haaland with 44. Armando Broja with 41. I bet they all scored a lot against us. I mean, Erling Haaland, we saw only scored 2 in one game. Maybe he got a lot in the other game in the reverse fixture. Who knows? But as you can see here, the goal difference up here. Liverpool with 154 goal difference. Scored 176, conceded 22. And how many teams scored over 100? Nearly every single team scored over 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 teams didn't, and the lowest goals tally was 89. Apart from us, of course, which was at what? Was it 0? Will we score at all in this experiment? That's a question as well. Very interesting. Right, so back to the start then, and a different tactic. Okay, so we've gone with an attacking formation here. 3 target forwards. I'm playing a high defensive line. I've got 3 attacking midfielders on support, 2 box-to-boxers, a central midfielder on automatic, and a deep lying playmaker. Now, we've gone very narrow in terms of the attacking width because I want to keep the players very funneled in. Hopefully, teams will hit us on the wings, which will then cause them to cross the ball in, and they should have players pretty much unmarked in the middle. Maybe. I'm not too sure. That's the idea. I'm doing an overlap when there's no one to overlap. I'm thinking that might confuse them, and it might just cause more carnage. Time wasting. Now, what happens when you're trying to hold on to a lead and you put on time wasting? You concede, yes, ladies and gentlemen. So, put max time wasting on, surely we might concede more. There's a logic there. No one in defence. The defensive midfielder is our furthest player back. We are an attacking mentality as well. All I've done is distribute quickly from the goalkeeper. So just get it out. Get it out from the goalkeeper. Tackling, stay on feet. Now, get stuck in was something that I was considering using. However, another logic, if you get stuck in, the players are more likely to foul. Therefore, breaking up play and allowing the team to regroup and actually get men behind the ball. When all we want to do is we want the players to be caught in possession or not win the ball, the opposition to run upfield and score. We're going to trap them outside because there's nobody there to trap them into. I've not clicked on. I'll put invite crosses on. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do cross engagement. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Okay, so season preview, of course, we are expected to finish bottom of the league. Understandable. Because there, look, ones across the board as mentioned earlier in the video. Let's go to the end of this season then. Season 2. Can we any advance on 1200? Oh my god. I can't believe it. 1,952 conceded. So we've absolutely demolished the 1,500 target. So, of course, it's 2,000 that we're going to go for now. We've got to try and concede 2,000 goals. Nearly conceding 2,000 goals in a league season. God. We had a 49-0 when we only conceded 1,200. What the hell have we been losing to here? Every single team has scored over 100 goals. Arsenal nearly scored 200. The lowest goal scored was Fulham on 136. Apart from us, we did get a goal. We will look at the schedule and see who scored it and who that was against, because I'm interested to know. Liverpool won the league by a singular point. But Erling Haaland got 66 goals. Dominic Calvert-Lewin on 57. Armando Broja again on 51. So he's having a lovely old time. We'll have a look at how many he scored against us in the schedule. Let's do that now. Okay, so firstly, our lowest Premier League defeat of the season was 42-0. Considering our highest was 49-0 last season, big things happened. I mean, just this 42-0 against Chelsea. I mean, you've got 15 goals from Nicholas Jackson, 13 goals for Cole Palmer. Absolute madness. Right, Fulham, here we go. Armando Broja got 18 in this game. Adama Traore got 10. Hat-trick for Bobby De Cordova-Reid. Again, 45-0 for Man City. Very muted. Just a 16 for Erling Haaland there. Liverpool again. Splitting the goals around, actually. 8 for Luis Diaz, 10 for Diogo Jota. So they have assists. Sorry, 10 for Diaz, 8 for Jota. They flip reverse the assists. The other Fulham game, the 52-0. Let's have a quick look at that. How many did Armando Broja get there? 19. So he got a hell of a lot of goals against us, as expected. So 41-1. It was against Manchester United. And it was Wolves Cam 2 who got the goal. We're going to watch it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to watch the first goal that we've scored in this experiment, which I think is fantastic. Don't tell me he's going to peel one in from there. Ones for everything. Ones for everything. Still got ones for everything. How's he done that? Current ability 3-star, potential ability 5-star. No, his potential ability is his current ability, mate. The biggest defeat of the season, though, 70-0 against Bournemouth. And I don't know how he got 70, considering that we were getting 60. We only got one other at 60, Everton, and then a lot of them were in the 50s. So we'll look at 70, but look at that. 18 goals for Dominic Solanke. Fotis Ioannidis has come on off the bench and scored 18 as well. He came on at half-time. Who did he come on for? Dominic Solanke scored 18 goals in the first half. He then come off at half-time for Fotis Ioannidis, who also scored 18. Justin Kluivert got just 4. 14 for Romain Favour. Player of the match was Neto, who didn't make a save because we didn't have a shot. The XG in this game was 36.67. They had 96 shots and 73 of them were on target. So 3 shots were saved by Wolves goalkeeper 2. He saved 3 shots. Neto saved none. Neto's got a 10.0. Wolves goalkeeper 2 has got a rating of 0.1. Wolves winger 4 got a 5. He's actually had a good game here. This is insane, isn't it? This is absolutely insane. So 2,000's got to be the goal then. 2,000 will 100% be the goal for season 3. So let's go and sort out a tactic, shall we? Right, so what I've decided here is I've gone for a positive approach. Every single player is on an attack duty. And you guessed it, last time we had very dominant in the middle, hoping that the team would end up being hit on the wings. Well, we're hoping we're going to get hit down the middle this time around. Of course, we've still got the overlaps on. I should probably put fairly wide in terms of attacking, like really spread it out, really spread it to just get that extra bit of pace. Again, time wasting seemed to work, so let's leave it at that. Passing direct is slightly short and tempo slightly higher, just sort of left them down the middle. Again, we're distributing quickly. Nothing else is happening over on this sheet, on this page. And over here, again, we're staying on the feet. We're trapping inside this time, not outside. And we've got a slightly higher defensive line. We're once again hoping to finish 20th. Well, we will finish 20th. Can we concede over 2,000 goals? Can we hit the third target of the video in 3 seasons? You have to move the goalpost. If we hit it this season, it was 2,500. You better believe it. We are doing all 5 years. Let's go to the end of this season. See how it gets on. And it looks like we've done it. I can see -2. I can see -2 there. We've done it. Oh, we've done it. 2,306. We're beating it like 1,200, 1,900, 2,306. No goals this time. 2,306. Look how many teams over 200 goals as well. Have we managed to lose 100-0 at any point? Maybe that's going to be a target going forward. We'll see. Let's have a look at the season preview. Erling Haaland scored 90 goals. James Ward-Prowse got 39 assists as well. Ollie Watkins with 67. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with 64 this season. And Nicholas Jackson with another 57. Dominic Solanke with 56. Armando Broja's back here in equal ninth with a paltry 46 goals this season. Datro Fofana, the man who has requested to leave me on my Chelsea rebuild multiple times. He's on the transfer list. I accept nearly every offer for him. And he turns every single team that comes in for him down. He's so annoying. He's like he's trolling me in the game. If it's not out already, coming soon. Time of recording, I'm on season 5. Need to simulate it. Just doing the final transfer window. Anyway, time to look at the schedule. We scored in a pre-season friendly. So here we go then. So as you can see here, 48-0 Crystal Palace was our best result of the season, which was 49 was our worst in the first season, so it just shows how far we've come with this tactical change. Burnley with 2 57s, Chelsea with a 59, United with a 59, Man City, here we go, 63-0. And Erling Haaland got 36. No wonder we got 90 this season. Erling Haaland got 36 and 12 assists. We've got a greyed out player in net. They've literally got a greyed out player, Lee Blenkinsop. And we still lost 63-0. That's fantastic. Player of the match, Edison, again. Is it every single time? Is it just the goalkeeper that's man of the match? The goalkeeper is the man of the match every single time. So, I don't know who watched the squad full of goalkeepers video where I proclaimed, and I feel in the video backed up that claim, that we broke the game. Yeah? Have we broken the game again? How, in the name of all things holy, do you win 63-0, score 36 goals, and get 12 assists, yeah? And your goalkeeper, who makes one save from one shot on target, with an XG of 0.05, so probably a speculative effort from long range, how do you get man of the match? Riddle me that one. And here we go, it's 71. Any advance on 36, Erling? 28. Oh, he had a quiet day at the office. But he did get 18 assists instead of the 12. So 12 assists. So he was 48 goal contributions in the last game, 46 goal contributions in this game. So Erling Haaland had goal contributions of nearly 100 across the 2 games against us. What a season he had. What a season. 91 goals, 32 assists. I think that's hilarious. We're still going as well. We're in the 70s. What's the best win of the season? 74 against Arsenal. And look at that. Eddie Nketiah came on in the 27th minute. Gabriel Jesus injured in the 27th minute. He'd scored 11. In the 27th minute. How many other... So, hang on. He got 11. There was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It was just 16-0. Gabriel Jesus had scored 11 of them. He was on for Erling Haaland numbers. But unfortunately, injury struck him down. I mean, Eddie Nketiah was the beneficiary. 25 goals there. 6 starts, 9 off the bench, 30 goals. Literally 2 goals a game. You'd be like, why has he only got a 7.17? He's been on fire. No, he had just one game where he scored 25 goals. Watch him come off the bench in the other game and score like, 70-0. Arsenal did very well against us here, didn't they? Eddie Nketiah didn't play though. He just got 27 there. David Raya got man of the match. Of course he did. So, what do we do now? 2,500 is the goal. What's the formation going to be? Okay, so I've got 2 formations in mind. Of course, for those of you who've seen these kind of ones before, you know which one I'm going to do last. We're going to do the one where everyone's up top, like this. 2, 3, 5, and then the 2 wingers, and then we're going to funnel them inside. I'll show you in a minute. That's going to be season 5. Season 4, though, I've decided to do a straight-up plug and play from a preset, just to see how that does, because I'm actually quite intrigued. So I've just gone on presets, Gegenpress, and it's the 4-2-3-1. There you go. Nothing's changed because that's what it already is. So I've decided all the instructions, everything is going to be decided by the preset, just to see how that does. Don't think it's going to concede 2,500. Could be wrong. Oh, I see a 1. Well, we scored and we only conceded 1,425. It was a very, very muted season this time, wasn't it? Very muted indeed. Who was the top goal scorer? It was Erling Haaland on 56. It's a bit disappointing, really, that, isn't it? You know, we're not going to look at this and we're going to be floored by some of these results. I mean, a 37-1. Again, it's against Manchester United. We're watching it again. That's Manchester United. We had 2 goals in this experiment, both of them against Man United. What are the chances of that? Nice finish. What was United's defence doing? I don't know, but brilliant from the right back making the run. And what a turn and finish with 1s across the board. Now, what's interesting here is because United conceded, Andre Onana did not get a 10 rating. Therefore, we did not get man of the match. It was Mason Mount. But I'm not sure how Mason Mount got man of the match. 4 goals and 2 assists compared to 11 goals and 9 assists for Rasmus Højlund. So, I don't know. Makes no sense to me. But look at this. 23-0 against Newcastle. They didn't do great, did they? 49, again, was our best defeat. And again, it was against Liverpool. It's very reminiscent of the first season where we conceded 1,200. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the last season, the season 5, is going to be, because I think that's going to be the worst, and I think we're going to concede over 2,500. I've got a feeling. I really do feel it. So I wanted to try this tactic, the Taufik Miracle, the Indonesian tactic that won the Football Manager World Cup. I've just downloaded it. I have not made any alterations whatsoever because why would I? These are their exact parameters for that formation, which was so good during that tournament. So how good is this tactic? Is it good enough to get a few goals? Is it good enough to get any points? Is it good enough to avoid conceding 10 in a game? Or is it just going to be much of a muchness? Well, let's go and find that out, shall we? 1,447 goals conceded. Every other team scored over 100 goals. The worst was 102 at Burnley. The schedule, no goals scored either. Best result of the season, a 28-0 defeat to Brentford. The worst one, a 50-0 defeat to Palace and Spurs. They both had it, of course. Okay, so yeah, that's it there. Let's go. Let's just change the tactic quickly. Okay, so there we go. I've gone very attacking. I've got 2 target forwards and a pressing forward on attack. I've got 2 inside forwards, who should get in everyone's way on attack. I've also got 3 attacking midfielders on attack, 2 wingers on attack, a sweeper keeper on attack. We're very attacking. I've gone extremely direct passing and a much higher tempo. I want them to try and get it right into the last man into the box as quickly as possible, or up there to the target forwards. We lose it. We've all bombed forward. Bang, we hit on the counter. We concede a lot of goals. There's the logic there. We're overlapping, of course we are. We're going to pass into space because the players are slow. probably don't read the game very well. Their decision making is poor, so they'll probably pick the wrong pass. Therefore, another method of giving it away. I've really gone into this now and thought about this. I'm wanting 2,500 goals, and I'm concerned that we might not get it because I feel like we're probably topped out really with what we managed to achieve. Was it 2,300 and something? Again, in an attempt to lose the ball as quick as possible, we're going to distribute quickly, long, and distribute over the opposition defence for the players to run onto. Again, one pace, one acceleration. They're not even going to be able to beat Per Mertesacker in a foot race, are they? Don't know why I chose Mertesacker. He was just notoriously quite slow, wasn't he? But I can't think of a current Premier League player that's slow, so we've had to go with Mertesacker. Again, I'm not regrouping, I'm not holding shape. I'm going to counter and counter press. I want the players to be all over the shop. I just want carnage. Utter chaos. Highest defensive line, we're preventing the short goalkeeper distribution. We're going to run ourselves ragged and hopefully concede even more when we're absolutely shattered. We're going to step up more defensively. Absolutely we are. And of course we're going to trap inside. So, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, can we get 2,500 goals conceded? There's a 2. It's 2,400. It is the best conceded amount of goals we've had. 215 goals from Manchester City as well. And we scored 3. Of course we scored against United. We'll be watching those 3 goals. But don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. But first, let's look at the profile. Our boy Armando Broja with 63 goals. Erling Haaland, where are you, boy? Down here on 41. I bet he didn't play in one of the games. Okay, so first up, the results. The best result this season was a 50-0 against Nottingham Forest. Quick look at Fulham. We want to see Armando Broja got 24. Man City with a 66-0 win. And Erling Haaland didn't play in this game. That's why. That's why he didn't get as many goals. He wasn't there to play. Now, the worst defeat of the season was 73-0 against United. We also lost to United 61-1. We lost 72-1 to Brighton. Did Erling Haaland play in this one? He did. Erling Haaland did play in the other game against the City played. It was 18 goals. 18 goals for Erling Haaland there. Okay, so Burnley. Let's watch the goal. I wonder what the score was when Wolves centre-back scored this one. Great cross. Headed away. Defensive midfielder, though. They're overloaded at the back. And look at this. Oh, yes. I mean, there was still quite a few goals after the 79th minute. You know, Koleosho scored another 5. 5 of his 23, that is. Manuel Benson scored a hat-trick. Yeah, so he was like 50, 51 when we scored that. We also scored in the FA Cup third round against Swansea. Have a bit of that. Rafael Varane own goal. Let's watch it anyway. Did that draw us level? Oh my God, we drew level. That is so United, isn't it? That is so Man United. Oh, it's just a deflection. Unfortunate to be given as an own goal. Unlucky for centre forward too, not to be given that, to be fair. And it's Brighton, of course. Oh, in the 11th minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half. Wolves left back 2. I still can't get over that first goal we scored against United. The curler from miles outside the box. Yeah. Boring, that finish. Rather not scored it. Okay, so 2,400. We did not hit 2,500. But considering we came into the experiment wanting to concede 1,000, we've done that every season. So we had to change the goalpost. Of course we did. Now, as I said, I'm going to go down the league. So let's just go through at the end of each season and see where we got to. Of course, we're going to go down. How badly will we do in the Championship? Who knows? 2,804. So we played 8 more games and conceded 400 more goals. 404. That's an average of 50 a game, or 50.5, shall we say, to be precise. 3 goals scored a game. We scored 2 against Cardiff. Was that in the same game? Tell me that was in the same game. 43-2. Can you believe that? 74-0 against Leeds was the best result. Loads in the 70s as well. We got a penalty and scored in the 87th minute. Our heads never dropped. That's brilliant. Dancho Fofana of Ipswich got 65 goals. Tyrese Dolan with 64. Bailey Cadamatari with 57. And we're heading down to League One. So we scored less, but we conceded less. Just 2,679 this time. So again, the players holding a better account of themselves in League One. The only goal of the season was scored against Blackpool. Loads in the 60s. Only one in the 70s for Notts County there. Who was top goal scorer? It was Dion Charles on 58, Harry Cornick on 52, and Kyle Joseph on 51. So, yeah, interesting. Let's get down to League 2. I haven't got extended databases on in this one, so it just goes down to the Vanuatu National League North/South. That's as far as we'll be going. And of course, it's just getting less and less severe each season, so it's not worth dilly-dallying and staying too long, is it? 2,533 again, scoring 4 goals this season. Madness. The worst defeat of the season was... It was a 69-0. Nice, against Colchester. So, the Vanuatu National League, of course, once again, we are down. 2,470 in the 46 games, scoring 3 all season in 3 different games. Worst defeat of the season was a 68-0 against Rochdale. Goal scorers were in the 50s. Okay, final season then, 2029. We'll be out of the game. Of course, the game will automatically sack me when we get relegated out of the game, so yeah. We're still here, though, because we've not ticked over yet. And once again, it was 2,000 goals. We scored 10. 2,383 conceded, but 10 goals scored. We got 3 against Telford. Still no points. I thought we might have got a point somewhere. Look at that, 53-3 against Telford. 49-2 against Blythe. Blythe Spartans, eh? The excellent stand-up comedy routine of Tony Jameson, inspired by the Blythe Spartans save. Okay, so there we go then. That is it. We are out of the league. We are out of the game. It's been mental, hasn't it? Sure, we've broken the game once again, but hey, it is what it is. It's been a bit of a very fun one from my perspective. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Let me know in the comments any other experiments you might want to do. Is it with the worst team, or is it with some other variations of some of these perfect/worst teams and some challenges? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Most importantly, though, thanks for watching. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.